So I'm going to be answering mock interview questions that was given for the guide to building a professional portfolio. So the first question is, tell me about yourself. So I'm from Boston, born and raised, come from a Haitian background. Um, I'm currently a student at Southern New Hampshire University, and I'm pursuing my A in business management, and then after that, I'll be pursuing my BA in business management, and then possibly, well, not possibly, most likely, trying to get my certification in public accountants. Call ah certification, yeah. So that's me. The next question is, tell me about your past work experience. And so my current my past. Wait, I'm sorry. So tell me about your past work experience. Didn't say current. So my past work experience was I worked for, well, currently I'm working security at the John Hancock building in Boston, and my previous my other jobs that I used to work at was also security at the Copley Mall, and I used to work in a lot of variety of supermarkets like Whole Foods, Stop and Shop, Shaw's, Star Market. Like, I just love food. Um, I'll proceed to the next question. Describe a time when you worked well on a team. And so, uh, there's a lot of times that I've worked pretty well with a team when it comes to like from playing basketball because basketball is one of my favorite sports and I like to win games. So my teammates they still have that same um, method. So everybody wants to win, so we play together. To that, to working at the supermarkets I used to work at, um, working on a team to get home is very important because I could go countless amount of times telling you days when I had to close down and everyone had to do their procedures to do another one at the end of the day. One of the procedures where we had to clean up all of the meats the meat slices because I worked in the deli, and after we cleaned the meat slices, mopped the floor, all that type of stuff, we had to unload the overnight van because we didn't have an overnight person. So working with that team, we found faster ways to clean up. We use better time management because obviously we all want to go home right at 11 o'clock. We don't want to stay here till 12. So we would start our cleaning early so we could get to the unwrapping of the unloading truck so we can unwrap it and load them into the department, and then we could leave at least before 12 o'clock. Um, the next question is, tell me about a time when you had too many things to do and had to prioritize your task. So a time where I had to do that was when I was in my learning phase of this program called Year Up. So this program Year Up, it's a business program that helps you understand the backgrounds of business management and how to basically place yourself into the world of finance. And it was a 12-month course. They gave you 6 months to learn the whole background, and then after that, if you pass, they will give you an internship with companies around Boston. For instance, I work at State Street in my internship phase. So um, during one of that task that we had to do in the first 6 months, we were given, well, it was a group project, so it was about four or five of us. It was five of us, and we had to create a business plan for a starter up company. And so the starter up company that we did, it was to build up a community center. And so we had a whole week to make the business plan, all finances, all the finances, like including Excel, like what are we paying for the building, and all the services we're given, and all that type of financial talk, and and yeah, we were given that task, and it took us a week, but we had to pass in certain um, deliverables each day, and so the way that me and my group prioritized, um, we all worked together on which 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 particular thing that are we going to be, which particular an individual is going to be working on, and so we divided our teams, and we and then we just did our jobs, and we did miss a few deadlines, but we live and we learn. So like we just made it better the next time that we had a deliverable that was supposed to be submitted for a particular time. Um, the next question is, tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty. How did you handle the situation? Beyond the call of duty, how did I handle the situation? Above and beyond. Um, Actually, right now, my internship, I work at State Street, as I told you. I work with the deli. I said with the deli, with the daily accounting team, and we I was given a project that me and the other intern we split together on what we were doing. We had to go on one of the platforms that State Street has, and we had uh, go into to verify people's accounts. Basically, we had to verify that these accounts were still open, and if it was open, then we'll put accept. I mean, we'll put that it's all clear, and if it was closed, then we'll just put that it was closed. And so we had a lot of accounts. We had about, I would say, 50 accounts to look at, and within those 50 accounts, there's sub accounts that's also in the profile. So you would have to check their list to see if they're open or not. So that took a whole process. And at the beginning, when I was given the um, the task, I was individually putting them into their own separate Excel file. And so towards the end, when I was close to being done and the other intern was done, I asked him if he was finished one time, if he was finished one day, and he told me that he was close to being finished. And I told him, all right, cool, we're gonna do this. Um, Send me all of your information that's already completed, and then I'll combine all the information that I got into one huge Excel file, so it could be a faster pace. It could be a faster process for the the associate that's above us that needs the the project to be done. So he could check over all of the accounts only in one big file instead of opening individual files within your files. And he was like, "Yeah, let's do that." And so once he finished, he sent them all to me, and I put them all into one huge document, and I sent it over to one of the senior associates, and he told me that he was like really impressed, and he didn't even think of it at the beginning to even put them all into one huge file, so we wouldn't have to individually click on each file. And he appreciated the work that me and the other intern did, so I felt pretty good about that. um, Tell me about a time when you worked effectively under pressure. Okay, a time that I worked under pressure. So at my security job, when I used to work there full time, I would be working in the morning, helping guest people sign in so they could gain access into the building so they could proceed with their meeting. And so around, I would say 10 o'clock, yeah, 12, 10, 10 to 12, we get like a lot of people coming in for their meetings. For some reason, that's just a popular time every single day. People are coming in, except for Fridays. But, but Monday to Thursday, those people rushing in for meetings. And so dealing with a lot of clients that want access at one time because they're all assigned to that one time is quite frustrating, to be honest. Because think about it, I have to go into the computer and look up this person's name, and if that person is not on the list, then I have to call up to the company that he's visiting to make sure he's on the list. And most of the time, it takes a little process to to see if that person's cleared. So dealing with that and then having other customers, it's you feel pressured because all of them want to be into the building to proceed with their meetings and be there on time because time time is always the money. Like time is always money. So um, one day I didn't yeah I felt under pressure because there was this one client and he was like a few minutes late and he was just trying to rush in, and there was other clients that was trying to do the same thing. So I had to call down to the command center, which is where like all the officers are, the security officers, and I had to call for like backup. Basically, I had to call for backup because there's just like a lot of people up front, and there's like a few people that really need help. So while while being under pressure, I worked very quickly. Well, I try to work really quickly with the person to see if he gets access, and later on, that person he got access for to get inside the building. So, yeah. Next question is: give me an example of a time when you showed initiative. Um, a time where I showed initiative. I mean, I kind of said in those past two, with the one with State Street basically taking initiative to go beyond the Call of Duty to make sure that my senior associate could have a better, faster process of going through the accounts that were given. But another time when I showed initiative, um, another time where I showed initiative was when I was working at. Actually, I could remember one when I was working with kids at at this rebel hoop camp that I worked in Walpole a few years ago. And so I was a coach there, and I was given some kids to coach, and they were like third graders, and I was teaching them how to play basketball and all that type of stuff. And one of the kids, he he wasn't getting basically what he should be getting, like a basketball. That's what I'm trying to say. Like there was like no basketballs that were like there wasn't enough basketballs for all the kids. That's what I'm trying to say. And so The way that I took that initiative, I went up to the head coach and I was asking him if we could use like the other set of basketballs that we have in the back, and he said, "Yeah, of course." And so with that, I was showing the initiative that I was trying to like help these other kids that didn't have a basketball, and that they could have a basketball and they could like basically just play. Um, the final question is: is there anything else you would like us to know about you? Anything else? I really try to work hard. Um, I try to do the best work like in everything that I do. When it comes to doing projects t- for my internship, to little tasks that I do around my house, to anything that I have, like I just try to work hard to improve in everything that I do, and every day is a learning moment. So I just wanted y'all to know that I am an outside thinker and I like to think outside the box most of the time. And if there's a good um, conclusion to that subject, I'm gonna try my best to find the best solution to the problem. So that's pretty much it. I just want to let y'all know that I'm a hard worker and I like to listen and I like to I like teamwork. I like teamwork and I like being part of a team. So yeah, that's it. That's thank you for listening, watching. Um, all right, peace.